In this lesson, you are going to learn about creating box frames and placing images. Frames are containers or enclosures in which you can place images and text. Click on the rectangular frame tool on the Tools panel. Now from the top of the page, starting in the bleed area, let's draw a rectangle to the very bottom of the page and to the first edge of the gutter. Release the mouse button when the rectangle is the correct size. The reason for starting in the bleed area is so that when you print this brochure out on paper, you will not have any white space surrounding the frame of the paper. Now let's repeat the same step on the opposite side of the page, following the same steps that you just did. Okay, you have two rectangular frames and you are now ready to insert some images. First, go to the Tools panel and click on the Selection tool. Now, let's insert the image. Go to the File menu bar and scroll down to Place. You will then click on a folder called Brochure. Now click on the file name Autumn Background, then click Open. Okay, you have your first image inserted. Let's do the same thing on the other side of the page and insert the same image. The problem with both images is that they do not fill the whole frame. Right-click on the image on the left until you see a menu. Go to Fitting and then scroll to Fit Content to Frame. For the image on the right, let's do the same thing and use Fill Frame Proportionately. Now let's compare the two. The one on the left, which the Fitting Content to Frame, has a slight distortion effect to the image, while the Fitting Content Proportionately has a more evenly distributed effect. If you use Fit Content to Proportionately, all that does is center the image, and if you use Fit Frame to Content, the frame will retract towards the image. But at this time, we're going to use Fit Frame Proportionately. Right now would be a good time to have some grids to help line up the images. Go to View on the File menu and to Grids and Grid Lines. Make sure you click on Document Grid Line and then go back and click on Baseline Grid Line. This will help you line up images, and also when we work on text, we'll be able to line up the text using these grid lines. Now let's insert the logo, Petals and Pups. I want you to first go to the Tools panel and select the rectangular tool frame. Now insert a box in the top of the right side of the page in the middle of the autumn leaves, like so. Now go to File menu and scroll down to Place. Go to the folder called Brochure and click on the file name JMS Pups Logo _ cream. Okay, you can see the logo is a little big for the frame, so I want you to right click on the image and scroll down to Fitting and then to Fit Content Proportionately. Okay, let's insert one more logo. Go to your rectangular frame tool on the Tools panel and draw a small box on the midsection of the brochure. Now repeat the steps in placing the logo that you had done earlier. Now let's rotate the frame about 90 degrees clockwise. Right-click on the image and scroll to Transform, then to 90 degree clockwise. Now let's move the frame to the upper right corner of the midsection of the brochure. This completes this lesson. See you at the next one.